Welcome to Matters Arising TV. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depend on where you are this time. I greet every one of you. Today, I will be talking about how to build your curriculum and your colloquium, which means the mistakes we make, how to correct it, and how to write your curriculum here in Italy and the other parts of the Europe. So today I will explain it because most of us are facing a lot of challenges on that. So I will treat this very topic today. So if you are joining us for the first time, please share it and like Matters Arising page. Share so that your friends out there will also benefit from this lecture this evening. So I'm going to take it one after the other, although I only have 40 minutes or more than or less than, so I don't have much time to discuss this, but I will just go straight to the point, explain it where we can understand it. So first of all, I want to tell us that one thing that is more important in curriculum, most of us don't know how to arrange our curriculums, and it have affected us in terms of searching for work, because the way these people arrange their curriculum with hours down there are not the same. They have their different ways, and there are some certain things you need to do in order for you to secure job easily here in Italy and within, because as you arrive in Italy, they don't accept your experience in Africa. So what they need is your experience here where you are and what you are capable of. So, and when you are writing your curriculum, it matters on the type of experience you put in your CV. So that is very, very important. And I have many areas which we can look that most affect our curriculum whenever we submit it. That areas that affect us whenever we submit curriculum, there is no agent, which what they call agencia here, agencia per il lavoro, which is agency for work. They will not call you. You will not be able to receive a call from them. Even when you have submitted thousands of your CV, nobody is calling you. It's as if nobody cares. There is a problem we Africans are having in our curriculum, and that is what I want to explain, so that you will know how to correct your curriculum whenever you want to write your curriculum, or when you want to submit, or if you have already submitted and nobody is calling you. Just follow Matters Arising TV and you will get everything in detail, the way you should do, the way you can arrange your curriculum, and within 3 months you will receive a call. You will get what you want. It's not all about putting everything in your curriculum. I do this, I do that. No, that doesn't matter. There is areas that affect us. I will outline 4 things that affect our curriculum. Before I do that, click the like button and share this video so that it will reach other people. Don't be a stingy one to you want to listen alone and you want to hear it alone. No. Share with your brothers. It's very, very important. this message, this lecture this evening is very, very important. It's something you would not like to miss, something you need to share with your friends, your brothers and sisters, every person around you. Use it to help them. Help is not only when you give someone's money. No, passing knowledge to a person is also a help. So I'm going to outline those 4 tips, 4 areas which we make a lot of mistake during in our curriculum. 1 is our age. Our age, this area, it affects us much, and there is nothing. You might look it's nothing, but it's very, very important when arranging your curriculum, because the way we think and the way they think is not the same. They want everything you put on your curriculum to be raw, real, and genuine. Most of us, there are some certain things that affect us. This age is very, very important. I'll go into detail about that. Another thing is your address. I mean your location, where you live, where you stay. Those things matters a lot again, and those locations have denied thousands of immigrants work here in Italy, and the only way to combat this is for you to just follow these tips that I'm going to give you now. It will help you a lot. It will help you a lot to make corrections and arrange your curriculum. I bet you, once you follow these steps I'm going to tell you now, you will see the difference between your past curriculum you have submitted and the one you are using my step to build. You will see the total difference, and it will make it easy for you. If you are out there, you have been searching for work, you haven't get work, this is opportunity for you to do that corrections now and see the changes. So I will be going one after the other. Like I said, first is number 1 is our age. Second is your location. I mean your address. Your address is very important. Then thirdly is your qualifications. What the kind of school you have attended, the demonstration, the way you have demonstrated to be integrated in the country where you are. Then last not the least, the language. The language and the way you present yourself before the padrone, I mean the capo, the datore di lavoro, I mean the boss, the owner of the company, or the manager, or the employee. These are the 4 things. Let me explain it the way it affects us, and I will explain it the way what you need to do, so that it will not be taking you difficult to find work when there is work there. Others will be getting the job. You will submit your curriculum there. You will not have work. While another person will come and submit within 1 week, 1 month, they will take the person. This thing is happening. You will be wondering why I have submitted my curriculum here more than 5-10 times. They never even called me. This guy just submitted once. They just call him and they give him job. Yes, the first thing is your age. Most of us, we African, and I'm referring to my brothers out there. Now, when we come to seek asylum, most of us cut their age. When you cut your age, automatically it will cut your experience in working. Because, for example, your real age, you are 28 years. Yes, when you are 28 years, when you tell person you have like 10 years experience, it's possible because you might have started working at age of 18. So when you add 10 to 18, you become 28. So you might be considered as 17. So, but when you cut your age, maybe you are 28, you come to here because of document issue, you want to get documents and you need to reduce your age. Because of that, you now tell them that you are 20 years. When you say you are 20 years of age, now you want to write your curriculum. Remember, when you are 20 years and you want to arrange your curriculum, you must not have working experience above 15 years. You cannot even have 10 years experience, because there is no way it's possible for you to start working at age of 10. Nobody will write you a contract unless you are working with your parents. That is family working. That is not a contract. But working under person at age of 20, you cannot have a working experience of 10 years. No, it's not possible. There's no way it's possible. So most of us make these mistakes. So when you are arranging your curriculum, you write you are 20 years because of one thing or the other that makes you to cut your age. So what you need to do now is that you will leave other working experience you have. Maybe you will not write you have 10 years experience. What you need to do is you will calculate it. I'm 20 now. Okay, it's possible for me to have 3 years experience. So 20 minus 3, you got 17. It's possible. You put 3 years experience. Remember, they don't care. Those experiences you have in Africa, it doesn't matter here in Italy, it doesn't matter here in Europe. What matters here is what you have here, what you can prove. Can you prove it that you can really do this thing? Are you capable of doing this thing? So putting 3 years working experience is the best thing you will do. You will first of all calculate your age, the age that you have told them, your age. Then you will know average age a person can be before working. So after that, then the highest experience years you can put from that 20, if you too much, 16, that is 4 years, which means you started working at age of 16. So by doing this, they can now look and know, they will not look you as a liar, because once they found out that what the information in your curriculum is all false, automatically they will not trust you with that work. They will disqualify you and they will throw your CV away, which means they will not accept your curriculum. So you must make sure that your age tally with your working experience. So you cannot have a working experience above your age. No, it shows that everything that in your curriculum is false. Nothing is true there. There's no reality, no truth. So that area, it will affect you. Another thing again that you will do, although let me say it this way before I will proceed to these errors and corrections. Let me tell you, first of all, explain how you will arrange your curriculum. First, when you enter your computer or your laptop, your micro website, you want to arrange your curriculum. The first thing that you will put is your name, your surname, and your name. Your full names will be there. Then date of birth will follow it. Your nationality, the place of birth and where you nationalize will follow it. Then you will add your phone number. Your phone number or your email address. These things is very important. Remember, you cannot put a phone number that is not going through. You cannot put an adamant phone number. No. You must put a phone number that they can use to contact you. And you must put your real address, because you know when you put a wrong address, it will affect you too. So this, after your email, your phone or your email address, then with other your personal information. Now the first thing that will come in is not your working experience. No, it's not. You know, you can arrange either by from down or you arrange from up. So when you are going detail, after you will go it like this, After your birth and your destiny, what will follow is your level of education. Do you finish secondary school, your certificate, all those things? Where do you stop, if you go school or not? If you no go school, then those things doesn't matter. You just leave that, you just take unskilled labor. But if you go school, you will put it. If university, you have diploma, whatever, all those things about your education, and the years that you finish. Every, if it's primary school, you spend 3 years or 4 years, 5 years, you will indicate it there. Secondary school, you will indicate it there. Is it polytechnic, universities, you will indicate the years you spend in that curriculum. That is very important, because they will calculate it with your data, your information you are giving them. After this thing, if you learn work before you start working, you will put it there. It will be under, and the years you start and the years you end. Yes, you can still equally put the place or the name of the place you learn your work. Is very important. Then comes in your experience. When I say your experience, your working experience, which type of experience do you have? Are you an engineer? Are you a mechanic? Are you a panebiter? Are you a pigator? I mean a bender? Are you a sadator? I mean welder? Are you everything? Do you work in a fabrica company where they refill wine, or where they produce water? All those things. Yes, you need to fill all those things. Then after that, after those things, the next thing you will do is the country where you are. For example, like here in Italy, you will put, if you have their A1 or A2 or Terza Media, which they call Scuola Media or Scuola Superiore, or diploma, or you learn work, those things you will now put it. After you have arranged everything, you must put if you are good in their language or not. If you can be able to express yourself with the language, all those things you will put it. That's how you will arrange it one after the other. It will be very, very step by step. You cannot put the first, you finish school 2002, then you jump, I will work in a oil company 2003, then you learn work, you now come and put you learn work 1991. You just mix everything. No, that is not how to arrange your curriculum. No, you must put it the way you learn it. Put it in order, step by step, as you, after the year you was born, as everything you are doing, as this is going step by step, step by step, step by step. You will not mix it. It will not be jaga jaga, scatter scatter. No, you must put everything in order, and the years must be accordingly how you do them. That is the only, that is how to build your curriculum here in Italy. Then now let me go straight to the areas where we make a lot of mistake that deny us many jobs we are entitled to get, or we are opportune to have, because of our lack, some errors we make, we lose such opportunities. So today I will tell you everything you need to do in your curriculum here to help you secure a job. Now, the first, like I have explained it before, is your age and the years of your working experience. You must not have working experience above your underage, because There is no, they don't believe that underage can have working experience. No, what you can have during your underage is you learn work. And when I say underage age, I doesn't mean I did not mean 5 years. No, 5 years don't do anything. Even 10 years, you don't learn anything within 10 years. Most of us will say they started working at age of 10 years. They have drive a tractor at age of 12 years. No company, no agency can take such a curriculum. It's very, very wrong, and it affects our curriculum. Now, what you need to do is, once you cut your age, make sure that your working experience do not supersede your underage. Maybe, like I have said before, you are 20. Your working experience must not be more than 5 years. If it's more than, you have an error in that curriculum. It is an error. There's no way it's possible. Then the another thing I have said is apart from I have concluded the age is your address. I mean location. That is number 3. Yeah, your location. Your location can affect you in your curriculum. The way it can affect you is that you have your Carta Identità and you have your permesso soggiorno or your document, Codice Fiscale. That your Codice Fiscale, it contains your address. I mean your residence, where you live, the name of the street, the name of the city. Some of us, for example, we stay in Torino and they want to search for job in Milan. They will now use Milan address to submit for job in Torino. And you put your Codice Fiscale in your curriculum. Once they type your document, that Codice Fiscale, it will refer them where you are. And another thing, if you don't have patente, I mean driving license, and you put it there, it will also affect you, because once they check your name and your Codice Fiscale, everything about you will appear before them. These things affect us. It affects your curriculum. So in that area of patente, I mean driving license, it's not something that you can joke with. You can even go to prison if you put it and you haven't even started the school, and you just put that you have it. It's like you are forging the certificate. You forge it, which is a crime before them. So you must make sure that you put an address where you live, or within yes, you must put address where you live. So those things affect us. Once they discover this, they will know that this person is not somebody you can trust. It's like this. It's somebody that is a bad human being. No. Another thing is the way you present yourself before the capo officina or capo datore di lavoro. I mean the owner of your employee. When you are presenting yourself before an employee, you must not put your face like this. No, they don't take that. It's not a sign of respect to them. When you want to talk to them, you will look them eyeball to eyeball like this. You will look them straight to the eye, and you will not shake like this. No, you will shake with your hand like this. So those things matters a lot when undergoing a colloquium with your employee, or maybe the agency. They look all those things. And you must not be seeking for a job as an immigrant. This area again, I will touch it. It affects us. You will wear a cloth that is more expensive than the one your boss wear. You wear a good chain that is costing a lot, and you are seeking for a job of 800 euro. And the man that is going to employ you, how will he look at you, or how will they look at you? As an stranger in this land, as an immigrant, there are some certain things the citizens will be doing. You as a foreigner will not do that. Yes, you must dress neat and corporate. You must show your neatness. But that doesn't mean that you will go and buy expensive. Once they see all those things, they will become jealous. Once they look at you, they have known the amount of what you put on. And there is some expensive something you will put on, they will not look at you. You will submit your curriculum, nobody will look at you, because you are living well already. So those things, those minor things that we think is nothing, it affects us. And another thing that you will during your curriculum, another error we make within that premises. What do you need to do for your curriculum to have weight? You will first of all go to any agency, like here in Italy we have Manpower, we have Synergy, we have G Group, we have so many of them. We have Centro Olimpiego. We have so many of them. What you need to do is to go to those agencies. You will ask them for the jobs that is available at that moment, or most available job that occurs. They need people all the time. When you collect all those, check yourself. You know your experience. You know your capacity of the understanding. You know if you can work in this area, if they fix you. Then you will check all those things within the area where you are staying. You will now pick those ones that you know you are capable of doing. Like for example, magazinery. That one is simple to learn. How to arrange goods, check control goods, those ones that is already expiring, how to change price in the supermarket, and all those things, and other things, offloading and offloading and loading, arranging, and other things, so on and so forth. So you will check if all those things, collect those jobs and put it to your curriculum. For example, you can put that you have worked in a water company where they are refilling this bottled water, or any of those things, or any soft drink, or those where they produce wine. You know that you are capable to handle those positions, because your experience in Africa, they don't believe it worth to give you job. So what they believe is what you need, what you have here, your experience here in Italy, your experience here in Europe, what you can offer here. Not your certificate in Africa do not count. No, your certificate there, if you like finish university, that is zero. You are the same as who never attended university here in Europe. Your certificate is nothing. So don't depend on your certificate. Depend on what you learn here. So I will advise you, before you go for job, immediately you enter, you will have to go to learn work, even if it's 1 month. They value a person that learn 1 month work here than a person that have 20 years. No, the person that have 1 month working experience here, or have certificate that he learn any work, is far better than those ones. They will employ you easily than those that they have that certificate from that side to bring it. So what you need to do is to check all those jobs that is available, and you know that once you are fixed in this job, that you can easily adapt to that. Then you take it and you will move on. After you pick all those things and you fill it to your curriculum, then put your address, and you will see what will happen. So another thing is your name. Make sure that the name that is in your document All are correct. Then affect again. If you have issues on your name, try to rectify it before submitting your curriculum, because if the name you put on your curriculum is not the same thing with the one on your document, automatically they will reject it, because everything they are doing here is computerized. It's very, if they are doing that is the way they do things here is very mature, very easy, so that whatever they are doing, they will not take you in the name for another person's replacement. No, you must present everything you need. Another thing that is very, very important is the language. You must learn at least how to present yourself. For example, you are in Italy, you enter an office where you don't know the person. You cannot just say, excuse me, you want to submit your curriculum. No, like, scusi, voglio lasciare il mio curriculum. No, it's very, very wrong. Person, buongiorno or salve. You will not just say ciao, because you know ciao, we are used to that. You don't say ciao to who you don't know before. You use that word, salve, or you just tell the person buongiorno. Then you listen to his response. The person will greet you definitely. After that, you will now present yourself. You must learn how to present yourself, which means you must. When you don't know how to present yourself, how can you tell person what you come to do? Let's assume that you enter the office. You want to tell who you are. No, you must tell the person. They don't value English. They don't speak. Even when the person understands English, he can never speak it to you. So when you enter the office, you say, salve, io sono Mattasa Rising TV. This is presentation. Sono venuto qui per riconciliare, not lasciare, il mio curriculum. You must know how to present yourself with their language. So their language is very, very important. It's the number one thing you need to learn. Because when you don't know the language, how can you do the work? If they tell you, say, ho bisogno martello, you don't know what is martello, you go and give them screwdriver, and what they need is hammer. How can you get the job? It shows that you cannot cope. You must know how to, at least how to communicate, the understanding. So the language is the primary thing you need to know. When you don't know how to communicate with them, you don't know what they are saying, you don't know this, they tell you, say, okay, go and bend iron. You don't know what they are telling you. Or they say, go and clean. You don't know how to say it. Or when you are confused, you don't know how to ask questions. All these things, that's why the language is the number one thing apart from your curriculum. After you arrange your curriculum, the language, if you don't know the language, you don't know how to go about the language. It's very, very, it's a big problem to us. Most of us, when we are in Centro Accoglienza, which we normally call camp, you know, it's not called camp. When you tell them camp, they will think you are talking of a football pitch. That's what they call camp. The real name is Centro Accoglienza. So when you we are there, they will tell us, let's go school to learn language. Some of us will say, did I come Italy to come and speak their language? Na language I come here to speak. But when the real matter have risen up, you will say, how should I know? Do you know that this their Adue, Auno, is very, very important. They respect it a lot. Is well respected, and their diploma, it will affect you in the future if you don't have it. And if you don't have all those certificates, maybe you have tirocinio, that will make you do tirocinio work for more than a year. But when you have this diploma, you cannot do tirocinio for more than a year. Higher, if you normally you're supposed to do Tirochino for not more than 6 months, because you have diploma. And once maybe you spend 2-3 years in school, you have right not to do Tirochino. They can only give you contract of prova. This is another topic of another day, but I just give you just a little point of it so that you will have the knowledge. So let me focus on the curriculum and the errors we make during our colloquium. So another place we have problem is during our colloquium, which they call it because when you submit your curriculum to the agencia, which is the agency office, you will have some interaction with them, because they will interact with you to know if you can communicate, because without communication you cannot work. So you need to, when you are talking to the man, first of all, you will remove the fear in you. No, you must not be breathing like the person. No, take the person like the person is your brother. Have the confidence. Tell him, Salve, buongiorno. Sono venuto per fare kiki. Tell them what you come to do. If to submit curriculum, you tell them, sono venuto per consigliare il mio curriculum qui. Posso fare? Once he tell you, see, then you give him your curriculum. Then they will look into it. Some will tell you, say, they know the curriculum from your hand. You have to send it through their email. You collect their email. You do it. If you don't have email, you try to create one, or you can go to Simba Cafe. They will do it for you. But the problem now, when you go to the Simba Cafe, what will you tell them that you want to do? That is why the language is more important to us. Anywhere we go, the language of that place is very, very important, because English is for England, Britain. Here in Italy, Germany, English is not their primary language. It's not their first language. Italy don't even speak English. They're only based on their language, which is Italiano. So you must learn how to speak Italy if you are ready to work, to get a good work. And you must work hardly to have A1, diploma. And another thing that can easily help you to get work here in Italy is the patente. If you can be able to have this patente, you can apply for work even when the distance is very far. They can easily call you, because they know that you have the mobility to work, to come to work without any excuse. So those things are very important. So I don't have much time. I will be drawing my curtain down here. Another thing, before I end my topic, let me summarize things that I have said that affect our curriculum and things we need to leave. The errors we make, things that affect our curriculum is your age, the language, the school. You must demonstrate that you want to stay here. The integration. So these things, and what your experience, you must work on it, and your address, your location. So these are the things that affect our curriculum. For you to get work easily, what you need to do, if you don't have working experience, or maybe you haven't worked already, try to engage yourself to learn 1 or 2 handwork here, or go 1 or 2 schools where they are learning work. Some are 6 months, some are 3 months, some are 1 year. It depends on your choice and the one that is more close to you. So once you engage yourself in a such thing, and you attend any of their school, it will help you easily. Then you go to all the agencies. You go there, you collect every of the works that is more common. Then you put all those works in your curriculum. Those works, the experience matters, and it is not good to work in different companies within 1 year. it shows that it's either you are not a good worker, you don't have a good character. It is speaking bad of you. So all those things you need to avoid it. So I will still throw more light because I'm still working on some on my computer, so that whenever I'm explaining things to you, I will be showing you on the screen. Very soon I will get to that so that you can easily understand it. So thank you for watching this beautiful video. Join us next time for next things. Don't forget that if you have any issue or you need information, you can still drop your question on Matters Arising TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are still there with the same handle, Matters Arising TV. And stay tuned for our next topic. Remain blessed. One love.